Hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial. What is better? We're continuing to discussing here the path upgrades. We discussed the Ninja in the past video. We should discuss the spike factories, but I'm not gonna do it because we can't get a proper explanation using sandbox maps. So we're gonna just skip it for now, and we're gonna talk about the mortars here. So let's see what the special building does. Attack speed, all bloons hit by the mortars are stunned briefly, so that's cool. And then last upgrade, auto aims and shoots like a regular tower, and this is the best thing. But let's, as always, get to our monkey lane, and let's discuss the upgrades and the efficiency of the towers. So mortar is a tower that it can be useful without the special building if you get a really nice place to get them to target, because I'm gonna just show you now here. For example, as you can see here, I can place, for example, the range here, and so the explosion is not very big, but it can pop the bloons, as you can see here. Well, of course, now the zebras are immune to explosions, but that's it. But now, if we get the target, so we can decide what target the mortar is gonna attack: the first one, last one, close, strongest, or we can decide to just place them in a good spot. So that's why the special building is really useful. But let's discuss here about the why did I put the mortar there? Whatever. So let's discuss about the upgrades here. So the second upgrade is really cheap, as you can see here, for just 400 cash, almost 500 cash, whereas the first upgrade is 700 cash. But they're both very cheap as upgrades. And the first one says bloon buster, so smash through 2 layers of bloons at once. So for example, if the bloon is a rainbow, it's gonna skip to a white or a black bloon. Okay, that's what it means. Then the second upgrade says signal flare, so camo bloons popped by flares permanently lose their camo. And using here the special building, that we can now decide the mortar not to attack a selected area but to follow the bloons. Upgrading, having this second upgrade guarantees the mortar to have camo detection, so it is like the mortar has camo detection, and it grants once the bloons are popped, it grants the bloons, it removes the camo from the bloons. But let's get here from the first things. So let's get here the first upgrade. So now 2 layers of bloons. So as you can see here, the rainbow became zebra, so we couldn't pass through directly from a rainbow to a white and black bloon. But as you can see here, from white we got pinks, and as you can see from pinks we switched to how was that? I think yellows, then greens, then blues. Well, it's not very clear how this double let's get here many bloons. As you can see here, from the pinks we're getting reds, and then we have also a thing here that is an upgrade first. This one here, burny stuff, pops additional bloons 2 seconds after the impact, so that's why more layers are popped. So for example, these yellows here become blues, but then they are burning, and so more layers are popped, so that's the reason why. Okay, let's try out here. We tried already 1 rainbow. Let's try out here 5. So zebras and black bloons are immune to everything that explodes, but we got the burning stuff, so we can destroy the layer just by burning it, and so afterwards the mortar can kick in. Let's try out here some rainbows, ceramics, sorry. As you can see, no big deal. The stun here is very helpful because, as you can see, the stun makes the bloons to really to slow them and to stall them, and so we have more time. Let's check here the poppage of a mob. Now the mortars is a tower that has unlimited range, so it can follow the bloons wherever they are in the track. Let's see if we can pop the mob layer here. It can't. Okay, let's jump here to the second upgrade. So the second upgrade is cheaper, but the mortar doesn't get any stronger. It only now it can detect camo, and it can remove camo. Okay, so it's gonna just one layer is gonna pop per time. So let's try out here against, for example, 5 rainbows. As you can see, it's struggling a bit more than the other tower, killing the bloons, because of course it destroys just one layer per time, and so it is that's why, for example, these ceramics here some bloons may end up passing. Yeah, some bloon pass there, but just because here we can target camo. But now let's try out here, for example, a camo rainbow. As you can see, now the camo is removed, so all the bloons. Let's try out here with a ceramic. No, wait, you couldn't see. Okay, let's spawn just some rainbows. As you can see, the rainbows are camo, but then once they are attacked by the mortar, they are removed from their camo. Okay, so if we have, for example, here another tower, I don't know, like for example a bomb here, that normally bombs can't spot camo, so as you can see here, they can't spot it, right? But we got here a mortar that has the second path. Now we spawn the camo, we destroy the mob layer and the camo layer, and as you can see, the bomb can attack it. Oh, come on. As you can see, now the bomb is attacking. Of course, just a 0-0 bomb is pretty useless, but just to show you. Okay, so that's really how it works. Let's talk now about the final upgrade. So from the first upgrade, we get now an upgrade that is really costly, so it's really expensive. It's 9.5, and says devastating explosions each pop 3 layers of bloons. So from 2 layers we get 3 layers now. So that's really it. It doesn't change anything. The mortar doesn't shoot faster or anything like that. It's just the explosions now remove 3 layers at once. Okay, instead the other upgrade here, Artery Battery, is gonna be an activated ability, so immobilizes and bombards the start screen for 5 seconds. So for 5 seconds all bloons are gonna get stunned, so they're not gonna be able to move. But this upgrade here also gives something to the tower, because now the tower, so the mortar, is gonna have 3 cannons, so it's gonna shoot 3 times faster. Okay, so just to show you now here, for example, just a ceramic here, as you can see, 1 explosion, then the ceramic is stunned. As you can see here, the stun duration. Okay, if I get, for example, here the last upgrade, as you can see, now there are 3 cannons, and so even if it doesn't say that, but now the tower shoots 3 times faster. Watch now this ceramic here. So while the bloons are stunned, as you can see here, the layers are continuously popped, because as you can see here from the animation, each cannon fires 1 time. So even if the stun here occurs, as you can see here, less, so the stun time is less, but the popping of the layer is more. So this upgrade here gives also something to the tower more. Just to show you here the activated ability. Here the mobs are stunned, and that's it really. It works, I think it works also for BFBs. Let's watch out these BFBs here. Yeah, so BFBs are immobilized. Of course, the BFBs are immobilized for less time than the mobs. And let's check here the Zomagats. Just one. Let's see. Even the Zomagats are stunned, but the Zomagats are gonna be stunned for really a little time, so just 1 second, I think, and then they're gonna start moving again. So the activated ability works for everything, but of course it's gonna stun for 5 seconds the bloons, for 4 seconds I think the mobs, for 2 seconds the BFBs, and for 1 second only the Zomagat, okay? Or for half a second the Zomagat, whatever. So that's it. And which path is better? So as you probably know, here using only mortars is not really a good strategy, and because we have so many ways to detect camo, so just having a village 02 is gonna add here to this tower to spot camo, for example here. And so this tower, this second upgrade here, the signal flare, is gonna be useless. Of course that if we have other towers outside the range of the village that can spot camo, using this final flare now here means that the camo is gonna get removed. But watch this now. If the camos are a lot, so for example imagine pinks that are the fastest ones, as you can see here the tower shoots so slowly that it can't shoot every camo and it can reveal it. As you can see, a lot of camo passed through just because the tower was slow. Of course, if we have more cannons here, I don't know, like for example 3, let's get 3 here, all with signal flare, and we do the same, of course the bloons are gonna get popped and the camos are gonna get revealed more. But as you can see, they're still struggling. So the rushes, the pink rushes, like in round 52 or 48, etc., are gonna kill you, or not kill you, but are gonna the bloons are gonna leak, because just having the signal flares are not enough for those fast bloons. Of course, if we get here an artillery battery, now the cannon, the mortar is gonna shoot even faster. So now as you can see here, the bloons are almost instantaneously popped, so their camo is removed. And we have also the activated ability here, if some bloons pass, to stall the game. But it's a really costly upgrade, and it's not really worth it, right? So what is better here? Personally, I recommend to get the mortars here, the first upgrade here, because having more mortars that can get through 2 layers of bloons is gonna, and the mortars, remember that with the special building they stun also the bloons, and having other towers, like for example, I don't know, super monkeys or bombs, whatever tower, is gonna make the poppage so intense, and the double layer is gonna be more useful than just having a tower, a mortar that reveals camo. But what I normally do is, for every 4 mortars that I place, okay, 1 is gonna be 1 mortar to detect camo, and 3 are gonna be mortars to get the double layer, okay? So normally what I do is, later in the game when I have a lot of cash and something like that, I upgrade 1 mortar to the mortar that reveals camo here, if I don't have the chance to get villages. If I have the chance to build a village, then of course I just build a village here and I just go 3 to mortars all the time, because 3 to mortars are way more effective to killing bloons, right? But if I don't have the chance, like for example in some random missions you can't place villages, so in those situations, for every 4 mortars that I place, I use 1 for spotting camo and 3 to be 3 to mortars, so to have the double layer poppage. So that's it. I really think that the final verdict is that the first upgrade is better than the second one, just in terms of utility, because we have so many things that can spot camo. So having a mortar that an upgrade that just spot camo reveals camo, and an upgrade that is really costly, and the other upgrade here, the big one here, costs like, I think it's 800 more than the first one. Wait, let's watch it here. So this one costs 8.5, this one 9.5, so it's 1k more expensive, but is way better than the other upgrade, even if we have the activated ability. So hope you guys enjoyed and find this video helpful, and see ya in my next one. Bye bye.